Hey guys, it's Alyssa, the hopeless romantic redhead.
And I'm Danielle, the whodunit detective.
And welcome to Main Character Syndrome. If you feel like you are the main character in your life, you are in the right place. Danielle, how are we almost like at the end of August? We're back to school. Kids are going back to college. Parents are getting ready for their kids to go back to school. It's been crazy.
Yeah, we're wrapping the summer up now. It's gone by fast, but I have a lot of exciting things coming up, so it's not done for me quite yet.
Yeah, you have a trip coming up. I just got back from a trip, so let's get into our main character moment.
Yeah. Let's see. My main character moment is going to be I had to get an MRI on my foot
Oh,
and got my darn turf toe. Still dealing with that, and I'm now in a boot for a month. But I have a wedding this week that so I'm not going to wear a boot to that. And we're going to Switzerland and we're hiking the Alps. So
oh
like
no.
it's just
I mean,
inconvenient.
yay, but oh no.
It's inconvenient. So I will not be wearing a boot for that. I might suffer, but I mean, I'm not going to like break my toe by walking on it. It's just going to be hurting probably for another month.
Do it for the gram.
Do it for the gram.
That's all you
What's your
gotta do.
what's your main character moment?
My main character moment, so you're going on a trip. I just got back from Minnesota, so I take my yearly trip home. And in case you guys were wondering if I can still wake surf and get up, I can.
Girl,
That is
you
my main character
can.
moment. Every time I go home, I make sure that I can still get up on the board.
Girl, I saw those pictures. I was like, you go.
I wasn't kidding though when I said that right after I took those pictures, I fell.
You did it for the gram.
I did it for the gram.
Now you have have you already put them on your dating apps?
No, but I do have an old one of when I was surfing.
Well, yeah, you should add one of those new ones to your dating profile.
I do have to say, here's another main character moment that's like an extra. So Love is Blind is coming to St. Louis.
Yeah, I told you, you have to apply.
Everybody's been telling me I have to apply.
You should.
I don't know. I go back and forth on it, you know?
Well, just apply and then like worst case scenario, you back out.
So here's a funny thing. I did start the application process and there's like 75 different questions and they're like essay questions, okay? I spent 3 hours on this application and then I got to like question 60 and then I shut my laptop and I went to go make dinner and then I came back and it was gone.
No.
It was gone.
Oh, girl, you
So
gotta
maybe that's the
copy.
universe telling me that I should not be on Love is Blind.
No, 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 you should. But now you know. You just gotta copy the document, put it in another place, like a Word file or whatever.
Yeah.
Fill it out and then bam, put it in there. But that sucks. I'm so
Word for the
sorry.
wise, if you're going to apply to Love is Blind, the application process does not save your progress. So save it in another Word document as you go
Oh
because
man.
that was not fun.
That's terrible. Oh, I also have to say I just yawned. And I have to say I'm working the morning shift this week. So if you see me yawning, I'm so sorry, but it is 5:40 right now at the time of recording, and I've been awake since 1:30 this morning.
Oh, girl, I don't miss that. For those of
And I
you
have
who
to
remember, I got
wake
out of
up at
TV.
1:30 again tomorrow. Um, so sorry.
Uh, can't
That's my
wait to
main
get a
character moment of
regular
the week. I'm gonna
schedule.
be so tired. I got my hair done today, and when they were like washing my hair in the bowl, I completely passed out. I'm not talking
Mhm.
about like, oh, I dozed off. I mean, like, I started to feel my mouth coming open, and I was like, oh, crap.
Just start to drool a little bit.
Yeah, literally, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm embarrassed right now.
That's
Um,
amazing. I fall asleep every time that I go to the hairdresser. Like, my favorite hairdresser is in Springfield, and I swear I will go back to her when I come visit
who do
in
you
like
go to?
September. And she just, every time she does like this head massage with every shampoo, and it's like a good 5 minute massage, and it just makes my muscles like all noodly, and I like KO. It's
Yeah,
great.
you're gonna need to text me, your girl or guy.
Her name is Allie. She's amazing. Shout out to you, Allie. You make my hair look fabulous.
I went to Ashley today and the last time, and I was pretty happy with her.
Love that. Except Allie actually left AVBS, which is the one that I used to go to. So I got to figure
Mm.
out where she's at now.
Maybe she moved to St. Louis.
I wish. It's one thing about moving cities that I've done multiple times now, but it never gets easier, is just like setting up in that city, whether you have a dentist appointment, your general doctor, your freaking hairstylist, your nail people. Like,
Mhm.
it's everything.
Yeah, like I don't know. I hate finding new nail techs. Like I am very particular about my nails and I have to have tips. I do dip like and they have to be even, symmetrical, and I notice if they're not. So I have one guy here in town that I go to and he is the only person I see and he's given me his phone number and I'm like, "Henry, I need you to fit me in this week." And he's like, "Yeah, Danielle, of course."
Do you go to Pink and White?
No, he started his own nail salon here in town.
Oh, wow. I love
Mm-hmm.
Pink and White in Springfield.
I think it's like Lumina,
Oh,
maybe.
very
Something like
interesting.
that.
Well,
But it's right
getting
by our
into the
work.
episode for today, we have a fun one for you. We're just going to tell you a little bit about ourselves. Danielle and I, we started this podcast in April of last year, and we have some questions that we'll kind of ask ourselves and also ask you at home. So if you want to go to our social media, Main Character Syndrome Pod, and answer these questions, it would be fun. So first of all, let's go reading recap the last few months. Danielle, you want to start us off?
Yeah, so we've been reading a lot. Obviously, we're still working through the Throne of Glass series, and currently reading Empire of Storms, and working on that for our episode next week. But I mentioned in our summer reads episode, I was really excited to read Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid because I love her. And this book did not disappoint. It was so good. And I'm like halfway through the book, I'm sobbing. And then I get to the end and I'm like, literally, I'm at work and there were like tears streaming down my face, so much so that I had to like run to the bathroom and like lock myself in like our green room. Um, because I was like, if someone walks in or like my boss walks in and sees me like sobbing right now, they're gonna ask what's wrong, and I'm gonna have to be like, I'm listening to a book and so and so's dying, and ah. Um, so it was definitely pulled on your heartstrings. It was so good, and I'm a weather nerd, and
Mm-hmm.
it's about space and NASA, which I find so fascinating. But just so you know, weather and space are not the same thing.
No, they are not. I have heard a lot of rave reviews about Atmosphere, and I have not read it yet, but that is on my
Mhm.
TBR.
Really good. Then I read Evidence of the Affair, which is a short story by Taylor Jenkins Reid, kind of written as like letters going back and forth between two main characters. And it was good. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It was a good short story and interesting. It's obviously about an affair. And then there is like a fun twisted ending to it. And I was like, ooh, Taylor Jenkins Reid, you spicy bitch.
You do love a twist, don't you?
And then currently I'm still reading Don't Let Him In by Lisa Jewell. It's not my favorite, but I'm most of the way through it and I don't like it, but I can't not finish it now. So it's not my favorite. Then I don't know if I mentioned this on the podcast yet, but I know I mentioned it in my summer reads that I was going to read because it was our book club book and it was Only the Beautiful. And it is not for me. I did not finish it. No trigger warnings on this book. And let me tell you, laundry list of trigger warnings, including like forced sterilization and like, oh, it was like a grape. And I was like, oh, I got to that assault and I was like, I'm done. Closed. Um,
Oh, girl, I got a
but
book to talk to you about.
shout out to everyone in my book club because everyone was like, oh, we loved it. It was so good. It was like so sad, but and I was like over here, like, mouth shut. I'm like, oh man, I think I'm the only one in the book club who did not enjoy this book and did not finish it.
Yeah. I have not read that one, but hearing your testimony and then everybody else's reviews, like maybe not gonna read that one.
You've got some interesting ones.
Okay. Yeah, some books definitely need trigger warnings, including this one that I just finished. And I listen, I don't know why I kept going. Um, it was, and I'm gonna use the only F word I can use on this podcast because this is obviously non-explicit, but it was fucked up. And that's the only way I can describe this book. Okay. It's called Still Beating. The cover is beautiful. We can talk about this later and how covers can be deceiving. Um, it, I have no words. It's basically about a couple who aren't a couple, but it's a man and a woman. They are basically going to be like sibling in-laws. Like her sister's fiance, like picks her up from the bar as like a nice gesture to take her home, and she meets this creepy man on the way, and then they get away from them. Then creepy man like poses as a police officer with lights, pulls them over, and kidnaps both of them. So they're in the serial killer's basement. When I tell you some of the things that these people are forced to do, not only like grape with her, but they're forced to blank each other. Like, oh my God, this was insane. And this was, I didn't know at the time because I was on my Libby app and it didn't say that in like the description, nor did it say any trigger warnings. But it is a dark romance, and I don't understand how
The
that can
cover
be a
was
dark romance.
the cover was misleading. I was like, "Oh, that looks like a beautiful like love story. I bet it's going to be sad in the end, like one of them's going to die." And then you told me and I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, it's messed up. But then when you get through like the story, obviously she's screwed up and he's screwed up, and then they kind of like find healing with each other. But it's also like that's your sister's fiance. It's it's so
Cringe.
messed up. It is so far beyond like forbidden love story.
Cringe.
Some of the reviews, I'm like, y'all need therapy. Every single person in this book needs therapy. So that is my rave review of Still Beating by Jennifer Hartman. Don't really recommend it if you are, it's not for the faint of heart.
If you're a little disturbed, you'll probably
So
like it.
the only reason I finished it was because, I mean, that was like in chapter 7. They were in the basement. They get out of the basement and then they have to like deal with the aftermath. And that's kind of like the story. That's
Oh,
the only reason that I stuck with it. Because I was like, how do we get from there to here? Where do we go? It went. Let me tell you, it went. Some other ones that I read that weren't gruesome or disturbing. Great Big Beautiful Life. I did really like this one by Emily Henry. Some people really didn't. It was you either loved it or you hated it. I kind of loved it, but it also had like the point of view of a journalist, which is my background. So I think I was a little bit more invested. Then I read Stars and Smoke and Icon and Inferno, which is a duology by Mary Lou. Really liked that one. Until the Stars Fall by Vanessa Rassinen. That was like a 3 out of 5. It was okay. It had some plot holes. Onyx Storm, the graphic audio, I did listen to on my way home, and it was good. It was very, very good. Brought back some traumatic moments again with the ending, but we all knew it was coming. And the spicy scenes are cringy. You haven't listened to them yet,
mm-mm.
but they
I
are.
haven't
And
listened to any graphic audio.
it's just, they kind of just act it on the page, and you hear it's more in their
I don't need it.
voices. You know what
Um,
I mean? Like there's moaning and inflection, and it's just
nope.
too much for me. And then currently reading Cruel is the Light by Sophie Clark.
Nice. It's a good list. We've read a lot so far this summer.
Yeah,
I've read a couple more, I believe, that I didn't have on the list, but those were just the ones that I immediately was like in the last 2 weeks. I've also been, I am, I will preface this by saying I am not pregnant. Um, but I came across the top baby boy names for 2025, Alyssa, and I need to talk to you about these because I was going through it, and I mean, there are some wacky, wacky ones.
I'm gonna guess Resand is one of them.
I'll tell you. But honestly, that one's not that wacky to me. But I'm
I had
very
never
interested
heard
to
that name in
see
my life.
in like 10 years, I will have a child at some point. But like at a kindergarten or just some type of elementary school event, and they're like calling the honor roll kids up or everyone, and they're going to give some wacky names. But in the top 100 are, drum roll, Win, which I that's kind of a normal name, but I think it just makes me giggle right now because it's from Throne of Glass. And top 100 also is Kai, spelt Kai.
I think that's
And
the only way to
then,
spell Kai.
oh, trust me, people will spell things in any way they want.
That's fair. That's fair.
But it's not Rhysand, but Rhys, Rhys, came in at 354.
Oh, wow.
So this was the top, I think, 1,000 baby names I was looking at.
Oh, I see. I would have thought that would have been higher on the list.
Yeah, I don't know. I was still like, you guys are wild. But I don't hate it. I don't hate Rowan. I haven't even brought it up to my husband yet because he'd be like, I don't know. I feel like anytime I do, he's like, what? What? Um, but here's a question for you. What male or female book character's name would you potentially use to name your child?
I love Rowan.
Hmm.
I really like that name. I also love Kai. So, not to be non-creative because those are the two on the list, but
Top
those are
100.
really good. I also love Damon.
What's Stamen from?
He's from the Vampire Diaries, but I just love
Oh,
him.
yeah, that Damon. Yep. Well, that's like, I feel like a pretty common name. Like,
Hmm.
not common. It's not like a book name, like Adian, which I'm pretty sure was also on the list.
Yeah, I like Adian too. I really like Lysandra.
That's a pretty one.
You can name her Liz for short, which is what my nickname is.
Oh, yeah. That's good. My younger sister, actually, before I even started Throne of Glass, I told her I was about to start it, and she goes, well, if I have a daughter one day, I'm naming her Aelin. I was like, what? She was like, yeah, I'm naming her Aelin. I was like, okay. I don't hate that either. It does look like Alien. So I think you may get teased a little bit.
I love it. I actually really, really liked Aelin when I first read Throne of Glass. I was like, that's a really pretty name.
Hmm.
So on my list is Aelin, I believe Genevieve was one of them, and then Annalise. And I think Genevieve and Annalise are both from Barbie movies. I don't remember which Genevieve is, but I know Annalise is from Princess and the Pauper. But I just
Oh,
love that name. It is so pretty.
that's a good one. Yeah, I like that, Annalise.
So it's not a bookish name, but it's definitely a pop culture name.
Hmm. For sure, for sure. Meanwhile, Andrew's very adamant about if we have a daughter, her name. And so he was like, this was like pretty early on into us dating. He was like, by the way, if I have a daughter one day, I would like to name her Abigail. And I was like, oh, that's cute, call her Abs or something. And he goes, no, Abigail, not Abby, Abigail. And I was like, I love that. Okay.
No, that's the same as like Matthews, and you're like, oh, Matt? No,
No,
Matthew.
Matthew. So, Abigail, if we have a daughter.
That is so cute. I love that name.
I don't think it was even in the top. It wasn't in top, I believe, for girls.
Yeah, I think they're getting a little bit more, not that Abigail isn't creative, but like unique names.
They're getting wild, too wild for me. I'm a pretty classic girl.
I mean, Michael Jackson named his kid Blanket, so
I mean, Northwest.
airlines.
Oh gosh. What's Justin Bieber's baby's name? Isn't it also wild?
Oh, I forget.
I don't know, but I feel
Oh,
like
Beyonce named her child Blue, but it
Mhm.
actually works.
Blue Ivy. Isn't it Blue Ivy?
Yeah, Blue Ivy, but the
Yeah.
nickname is Blue.
Yeah.
But I mean, she's gorgeous. She's a whole realm of her own.
I mean, they're like up here.
Yeah.
And like this is high.
That whole family is up here and we're mere peasants. So
Yeah. So I guess I'm not famous enough to name my child something off the wall.
I just wouldn't name it Blanket. That's the only thing. That's
Like,
my
yeah, I'm just
just
gonna like look
no.
around the room, flower.
You
However, I do like the name Daisy.
can name her Lily.
But okay, I have to tell you, I do like the name Daisy, but that is because I love The Great Gatsby. It's one of
Oh
my
yeah.
favorite books. Even though Daisy sucks as a character, spoiler alert, Daisy sucks. Um, yeah, I like that name.
I like Daisy. Okay, so let's get into like reading habits. How often are you reading?
Well, I listen to books every single day. So like when I'm getting ready for work, doing my makeup, driving to work, I don't even listen to music anymore. I just listen to audiobooks. But I find it hard, like for my lifestyle, to actually sit down and open up a book and like read it. I enjoy it. I love doing that. But I mean, I feel like my life is go, 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 go. And so like actually opening a book is just does not fit in my day.
That's fair.
But if it's a more educational book, which I am reading some of those right now, then I actually like have to sit down and read it.
I've been recommending The Let Them Theory to like everybody by Mel Robbins. I just love
Hmm.
her. She's one of my favorite psychologists.
Yeah. Yeah, she's great. I love um Glennon Doyle. Yeah.
Hmm.
Untamed. Great one.
Oh yeah. For me, it kind of just depends on the day. I've found that I've been listening to audiobooks every single day. Um, whether or not that's going to be a physical book will depend if I have the audiobook or not.
Hmm.
Sometimes I'll read them both together if I have time to just kind of sit and read, but I don't really watch too much TV anymore. It's mostly just been reading. So with this, the Throne of Glass series, I do have both Audible and the physical book copy. So I'll read those together and make notes. But other than that, it just kind of depends what's on my Libby app. Like if the audiobook comes out, great. If I have the physical book, awesome. A lot of times it's ebooks too, because ni I have neither in that form besides an ebook. So I'll read it on my Kindle. I'm one
Yeah.
of those people, I'll read it all three forms. It doesn't matter.
Hmm. I
But
will say,
commutes are fun. I do like listening to audiobooks on commutes.
yes. Oh my gosh. It makes them go by so fast. Like whether you live 10 minutes from work, 20 minutes, or an hour. I mean, I'm just like, I'm excited to get back to my car and listen to my book.
I know. So my commute in St. Louis can vary from a 25-minute drive downtown to 45 minutes on the way back or there. Mostly on the way back though, because traffic is just absolutely insane and everybody is just rush hour at 5 o'clock. But yeah, my audiobooks make that bearable.
I will say I love being married to someone who like also enjoys reading.
Oh, I love that.
So recently he has like really gotten into one specific author. I can't remember the author's name, but we both read this book together a couple years ago, Killers of the Flower Moon,
Oh,
um,
yep, 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 yep.
before the movie came out.
I
And
read it
so
too.
that author has another book. I think he has several, but he has another one right now that my husband's reading about like a shipwreck and like I can't remember the exact name of the genre, but it's like he takes an actual like event and actual like facts and then like makes a story out of it. So I mean, it's not like 100% factual, it's not nonfiction, but yeah, and so he's reading that right now, and he's like, I'm like, hey, do you want to watch TV? And he's like, no, I think I want to like read my book. I'm almost done with it.
Oh, I love that. David Gran is the author, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Hmm. Yeah. No, I
No,
loved that book. And the movie was good too.
so good. And I think Andrew said that they're coming out with a movie in the probably far future of this book that he's currently reading with Leonardo DiCaprio, I think also set to star in it as well.
Interesting. He was in the
Mhm.
other one too.
Yep.
Hmm. I'll have to read that.
So speaking of kind of like authors and new books or new movies coming out, is there a specific author that like whenever you know that they're coming out with a book, you will immediately read it no matter what? Like you're like, it's that author, or nothing.
Absolutely. You're gonna hate it though. Emily Henry.
Hmm.
She just writes some fun books, and I like to her banter and the visualization that she has and just the descriptions that she has in her book really make you feel like you're in the moment.
Hmm.
And I really truly appreciate that about an author. Anything by Jenny Han, whether it's a book or a series like what's it? Is it XO Kitty or something on Netflix? I will always watch or read anything that that woman creates. Suzanne Collins, even though she ripped my heart out in Sunrise on the Reaping, I will absolutely watch the movie. So, and then two psychological thrillers that I absolutely love, Geneva Rose and Frida
Good.
McFadden. And then, of course, our queen of fantasy, Sarah J. Maas and Rebecca Yarros.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a good list. And like, I feel like those authors like perfectly describe you and like sum you up as a reader.
Yeah, that's pretty much me. I
I feel
will
like
read anything.
compared to you, I'm like very picky on what books I read. So like there's not many authors where I'm like, I'm just gonna read whatever you write. I will say though, now Taylor Jenkins Reid, it's for sure for me. Like I'm gonna read all of her books. Maybe David Ellis. He's the one who wrote Look Closer, and I loved that. But that's like up my alley. You're like trying to figure out who done it, and kind of what plot twists are coming and about to be thrown at you. And so going off of that as well, Agatha Christie, obviously she's not coming out with any more books, but I am on a mission to read them all.
You love your Agatha Christie books.
I mean, really, like who doesn't love a good whodunit?
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, there are obviously some great authors out there, but those are our tried and trues. Speaking of
But like,
books, going back to the problem that I had with my book, does the cover of a book matter to you when it comes to picking it to read?
yeah, I would say like I'm not in advertising, but the cover of a book can really make or break a book. And potentially it's book sales. I'm gonna go that far to say. I feel like I'm always like drawn in at a bookstore by a flashy cover.
Mhm.
And then obviously, I'll turn the book around and read the blurb to see if it's something that I might be interested in. But I will go to the interesting looking ones first, like flashy cover, like bright colors. I don't know, some type of really flashy art on it.
I don't know
And
if you read Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. That was a beautiful baby blue book with daisies on the front. And I was like, this
mhm,
is so pretty. I have to read it.
yeah, I think I might have it, but I haven't read it yet. But yeah, it's a pretty cover. So it definitely makes or breaks a book, in my
Hmm.
opinion.
Yeah.
But I won't just like buy a book based off of the cover. Like I will turn it around because I'm very picky and like read it.
Oh,
What
yeah.
about
I'll
you?
read the synopsis and the summary on the back before I actually buy the book. But what attracts my eye to it is going to be the cover.
Hmm. But like, let's talk about your wild book. Like,
Yeah. So the cover of this book, I'll put it right here. The initial one that I saw in Libby was this cute little locket that's opened up and it's in the ocean. Now I know what that means, but the one on Goodreads is like two hands together and they're like wrapped in chains and it says like dark romance. And I'm like,
oh,
what the hell? This is completely different from the cover that I was given on Libby.
hmm,
So obviously it was an older edition, but guys, the cover matters.
it does. Oh my gosh.
And the synopsis too. I mean, the synopsis did not say anything or have any inkling in what this was going to be. It was just basically that they were going to be caught by a serial killer and then they had to find their way out and they might find love through it. I
Hmm.
That is the only thing that I was given.
Do you want to rile people up right now?
How? Tell me how.
Remember when we talked about the Wicked book cover?
No, I was gonna say that too. Oh my God. So it was funny because the actual Wicked book is kind of dreary and boring.
Hmm.
And they repurposed it with a new edition when the movie came out with the movie poster. But
Hmm.
as we said, the contents in the book don't match the cover,
No.
nor does it match like the audience that the poster was trying to grab.
No, yeah, it was so inappropriate. Like so inappropriate
It's like
because I
this
mean,
book is PG. No, it's not. It's
no.
rated R.
Yeah, books rated R, movie PG, Disney-fied book, very much not.
Very much not.
So, yeah, a book can or a cover can definitely make or break a book, but I also think there is like some responsibility, I feel like, on editors and publishers to make the cover reflect actually what the book is like.
I feel like the editors and the publishers knew what they were doing with Wicked, though.
And that was bad, like
It was
bad
so bad.
ethics.
But it's the same as when they make vape commercials and they kind of gear that towards kids and
Is
adolescents. And
that
it's,
allowed anymore?
I don't know, but it's like the same as when they did it.
Yeah.
If it's gonna get people to buy more books,
Hmm.
more power to them, I guess.
Yeah.
That's why it's on us as a consumer to do some
Hmm.
research in what that book is about. So
Yeah.
that's also on me, but also Jennifer Hartman, who freaking hurt you? Because hot
Disturbed.
damn,
Disturbed. So
very,
you brought up Rebecca Yaros,
yes,
and you guys, I text Alyssa. I mean, it's not all the time. I'm not mean,
no,
but I text Alyssa sometimes.
frequently.
Sometimes about book tags that people get that personally make me cringe. Would
Oh,
you get a book
yes.
tattoo, Alyssa?
Would
And
I
what would
get
you
a
get?
book tattoo? I don't know because I don't have any tattoos. If I were to get a tattoo, it would definitely not be the chair scene that I have been seeing all over Book Talk and Facebook.
Stop it.
People put
Stop.
that on their bodies. Like, I'm not here to judge you, but when you're out at the pool and a kid asks, "What is that?" And it's the
Yeah.
chair scene with Xaden and Violet and Iron Flame. Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, get a movie poster. Or
Get a
like, I
movie
mean, not a
poster.
movie poster, but yeah, like, I don't know, have like some large art piece in your house. I mean, it's your body. You can do whatever you want with it. You can put whatever tattoo on, but my opinion,
That's
I
there
don't know.
forever.
That, yeah, that's forever.
If I were to get a tattoo, though, and I have seen this done beautifully, and it's the Valaris Mountains
Oh my
from
gosh. I love
Akatar.
that.
And I love it.
I
And it's always
love
like
it.
the quotes like, to the stars who listen and the dreams
Hmm.
that are answered. And I was like, I love that quote. That's my favorite quote. That's the only thing that I would put on my body.
And there are some sick dragon tattoos. Like,
Yes, but not all across. Like they're doing like the actual dragon brand.
I mean, it's your body.
Again,
But,
yeah, it's your body. It's your choice. I just won't be
but
doing that to my body.
yeah, I do see them sometimes and I'm like, some of them are done well, some of them are not. I'm a meteorologist and don't tattoo yourself to look like the victim of a lightning strike. Like some of
Oh
them
no,
I'm
I
like,
really feel.
oh, ow, ow. I'm like, that literally like, I mean, I guess like props to the tattoo artist because like I'm like, you literally look like you got struck by lightning. But
Mhm.
like in my opinion, I'm like, oh, ah, no
There are
thanks.
some that would look really sick, but the tattoo artist just either missed the mark or just wasn't good enough to do it.
Yeah. And
So
once
do your
again,
research, get your good tattoo artist, and maybe if they say, "Are you sure?" listen to them.
I feel like it might be they're probably like, do they say that? Do they do that? I mean, unless you're like trying to tattoo some genitalia on your body.
Oh, good Lord.
I wonder like that's when I feel like they would be like, "Are you sure?" Um,
Honestly, though, they probably get re requests like that daily that they just don't bat an eye anymore.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know that they actually say, "Are you sure?" But
God, have you ever seen, I think Snapchat had this series and it was with Snooki and this other guy and it was about getting like the worst tattoos. It was like tattoo revenge. Do you know what I'm talking about?
no, but I actually watched a video today kind of like that.
Gosh, what is that called? But anyways, they have like these people, they're like exes or like friends, and they pick each other's tattoos, and it can be literally anything that they absolutely want. And they're vicious with it. Like sometimes they're
No.
not even friends afterwards because those tattoos are so horrible.
Mm-mm. That's messed up. That's messed up. Like, I don't know. Tattoos are permanent. I don't
I
have any
know.
but
Oh,
you
it's
know,
called How Far is Tattoo Far?
mm,
So yeah, they're just mean and they give them the worst tattoos. I'm like, that's on your body forever. Like one of them gave them a chastity belt because they were just being a little slut.
oh my gosh. I'm like, I don't know. I've always wanted a tattoo. I've like been planning a tattoo since I was 16 years old. Because I don't know, our like family emblem kind of is a dragonfly. And you know, my mom died, my dad died. And so my sisters and I were all like, we wanted to plan like dragonfly tattoos. We all have dragonfly like nice, beautiful necklaces. But I was like, oh, I'll get a dragonfly tattoo. But I'm like so particular and like I change my mind all the time. So I'm like, I can't. I just can't because I'm gonna get a tattoo and then hate it.
No, same.
But if I was to get a book tattoo, a book themed one, I might be the most basic white girl in the world and get like a Deathly Hallows Harry Potter tattoo. I mean, I see them and I'm like, cute, but that would be my basic thing. But I keep telling Andrew, we have this thing about bears. I love bears. Penguins are my favorite animal, but like also like bears are really close second. And so Andrew and I call each other like we're just two ugly bears. And so I'm kind of like we should get a bear tattoo, like matching bear tattoos,
I love that. No, those are
but not
cute.
one that goes across my entire back because that's just not my style.
No, I mean, tattoos can look cute too. I mean, they can look sick and cool, But you can also have like dainty tattoos. Like, God forbid, when my mother passes away, I'm probably going to get like her signature and my dad's signature on my body somewhere.
Hmm. But don't put it on a weird place. Like, don't get their signature under your boob.
No, probably not. It'll
Okay,
definitely be
sorry, I'm
both
taking this too
ways.
far. I'm taking this too far, but this is like where my brain goes when I think of tattoos. I'm like, all of the bad things that you could do, like put
Mhm.
it in a weird spot, hate it in a couple years, or it just be really perverted and everyone has to look at
I know. I've seen a lot of Zayden and Violet tattoos in unseemly positions.
that.
Not out in public, but I've seen pictures. And
Oh
I just,
man.
again, though, like people aren't really gonna understand what that is when they see it unless like they are part of the book talk community. So someone's
Yeah.
just gonna be like, WTF.
Yeah. Hmm. And
On
on
that
that
note, that was
note,
our TED Talk on tattoos or not to tattoo.
but you know what? If you have a great book tattoo you are very proud of, I would love to see it and I will not shame you for it. So
No, we will
send me a
not be
picture.
judging on this podcast. We are not judging any single individual here, so we would love to see your tattoos. We also want to know all of your answers to our questions. Does a book cover matter to you? Do you set time to read every day? Do you read every day? What types of books do you read every day? We'd like to know. Main Character Syndrome Pod. Follow us on social media. For now, to the readers who listen, we'll see you later.
Bye, everyone.